What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video I am bringing Chesnaught here to GO Battle League, one of the new Gen 6 starters. And what's fantastic about Chesnaught is it breaks apart the Azumarill and Galarian Stunfisk core. It has fantastic coverages on the meta. The moveset is confirmed as well. I just want you guys to appreciate the fact that I didn't catch many of them. I only caught 3, so I'm spending 150 rare candy here in order to utilize Chesnaught for you guys. It is an absolute monster. Vine Whip, power, Vine Whip, Energy Ball, and Super Power right here is going to be a fantastic move set here on Chesnaught. Again, it breaks apart the Galarian Stunfisk and Azumarill cores, and it's just an absolute tank. This thing was so much fun to use. We battled here on live stream with it, and there we go. We're going to be TMing it away as well, but yeah, we dropped a lot of rare candy to make this happen. But yeah, overall, this thing is an absolute beast. I had some decent PvP IVs that I got from a trade when I ran into a fellow member of the community here, so we're going to be bringing that here to the Great League. All right, moving into the first battle, we have Chesnaught on the lead versus Skarmory. This is what you do not want to see. We are a grass fighting type, so we're going to bail right away. We have a Alolan Marowak with Fire Blast as well, and we're running it with Hex and Shadow Bone. Shadow Bone is that Raid Day exclusive move that you guys can Elite Charge TM to get. So we're going for Shadow Bones right here against the Azumarill. What's great about Alolan Marowak with Hex is it can do heavy neutral damage against those Azumarills that swap in. We can spam these charge moves and look to get shields or win the switch advantage from our opponent. In the back, we also have Bastion as well. We got a shield. That's fantastic. I think I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. One of the games I let this go and one of them I don't. This one I let go. That's fine. It's just Ice Beam. They're going to be able to commit to the farm down. Hopefully I can get to another Shadow Bone in time right here. One more. Can we survive? Yes, we can get it with 1 HP in a dream right there, which is solid. The Shadow Bone will be getting the Azumarill low, but we will have to shield on our Chestnut right here to stop that Ice Beam. Again, we are grass fighting typing, which means we'll take super effective damage from the Ice Beam. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Chestnut again. Going to have to throw up this shield, and then we're going to look to commit that to the farm down right here. Vine Whip being that grass type move, will be able to farm it down very, very well. And we're going to be able to get to Super Power right here. We're going to see the Skarmory now come back in. We're going to swap right away into Bastiodon, and they're looking to stay in, but they swap into Galarian Stunfisk right here. This is not solid for us, but what is solid is them throwing the charge move right here. This is just a Rock Slide because they did not build up to Earthquake right there, which is what you want to do in this matchup. We are able to get to a Flamethrower, and we don't have to shield the possible Earthquake because we knew it was a Rock Slide. So Flamethrower gets the shield from our opponent, which is fine. Things are not over, but it's definitely much better because now I'm guessing this next charge move right here is gonna be Earthquake. I can speak today. I promise I can. So the Earthquake, we do shield it, which is great. We're going to go ahead and go for Flamethrower right here. And notice how my switch clock is coming back up. I did have some loaded energy on the Chestnut right there. So we're going to look to swap and land the Super Power and save Bastiodon. And they swap out just in time right before I got to Super Power, which is unfortunate. This is still going to do quite a bit of damage to Skarmory, which is really solid for us. That did a lot of damage right there. And they're throwing the charge move. So now we can commit to the farm down right here with Bastiodon, and it's going to be very, very close. So can we get enough energy for Flamethrower, and will it be enough? Looking like we can get enough energy right here. We're going to be able to completely farm down. We're going to be resisting those charge moves here coming from Skarmory. It's not going to do anything to us. Bastiodon is an absolute wall to the Flyers. So the Brave Bird, not enough to take us out. We're going to be able to farm down. The Galarian Stunfisk is in the back, but how much health does it have? We're going for the Flamethrower for super effective damage right here. Is it going to be enough to KO? And it sure is. There we go. We're able to win that first battle. GG's to my opponent, but I think the big takeaway there was that Rock Slide in the mid game against Bastiodon. So moving into this next battle here, we have Chesnaught versus Tropius. Terrible lead matchup. Again, we're going to go into a Alolan Marowak on that safe swap, get ahead on energy. Here comes a Swampert. So what's great about this matchup is Shadow Bone does so much neutral damage, and we are ahead on energy, so I may go into one shield to try to get a shield and health away from them. So they are throwing the Hydro Cannon right here. We're going to go ahead and shield it, but I was miscounting, or misjudging, I should say, my ability to get to the next Shadow Bone. So I thought I could get to it. We are basically at a Shadow Bone right now, but we have to let Alolan Marowak go. We cannot risk this one. So we're going to go ahead and let it go. Sadly, we had to waste a shield right there. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Chesnaught. Going to be able to farm down right here with fast moves alone. And then we got to swap right away into Bastiodon after we maybe load up a bit of energy. I think I'm going to load up a ton of energy and look to swap hopefully on charge move right here. So we're going to go ahead and go into Bastiodon. No, they don't throw any energy, and they have a Alolan Marowak in the back. So this is definitely still tough because they're running Hex and Bone Club right here. So they're going to be able to spam me, and they do have 2 shields left. So things are not over, but it's not looking good for us. So we're going to be able to get to this Stone Edge. It does super effective damage against the Alolan Marowak here. We got to start getting shields away from our opponent and hopefully be able to save Bastiodon to fight against Tropius if we can. We still have a shield ourselves, so we're going to go ahead. I think I shield this one. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and shield this Bone Club right here. Does super effective damage, and we just got to try to draw out this fight as much as we can. They're throwing another Bone Club right here. I may be able to actually commit to this farm down here. It's going to be risky, but what we're going to do is just commit to that farm down, and I'm actually going to swap into Chesnaught right here, get ahead on energy, and save the energy on my Bastiodon. So we're going to go ahead and throw superpowers right here. The energy ball would be double resisted because of the grass flying typing, but superpowers are only single resisted right there. So we're just going to keep throwing superpowers right here. And what's great with Chesnaught is it just throws so many charge moves so quickly, and because we're resisting Razor Leaf, we're actually going to be able to get to another back-to-back. That's just how awesome this Pokemon is right here. This next superpower, again, resisted damage, but it's going to be chipping away the health, and it's going to come down to, can Bastiodon survive a charge move? I don't know if you guys just saw right there, but we are very low on health, so we're getting off this next superpower. It's going to be enough to chunk it some more. We're going to go ahead and go down. Bastiodon is coming in. We have Flamethrower ready to go. Charge move now coming through from Tropius. Come on, Bastiodon. Can you survive? Leaf Blade comes through. We survive with 1 HP in a dream, and we're able to get off the Flamethrower right here to do super effective damage against the Tropius, and that is going to be able to take it out, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next battle right here. Let's see how this one goes. It was so much fun using Chesnaught today, everyone. Again, I would recommend you guys look to farm it and get your candy yourself, but I spent the candy to be able to use it right away. We have Deoxys, Defense Form Deoxys on the lead right here. What I'm worried about is the Psycho boost from Defense Form Deoxys, but if they don't have that, we're looking pretty good because we resist Rock Slide and we resist Thunderbolt. So we land the Energy Ball as well, which is really, really nice. Charge move now coming through. You guys are going to start to see the bulk here of Chesnaught. This is going to be a Rock Slide now coming through. It's going to be resisted, and it doesn't do too much damage to us. We're going to look to get to that next Energy Ball right here. We tied right there. I think they do have another Rock Slide, so we'll have to see if they let this one go or they try to shield. They decided to let it go. That's fine. I'm looking to possibly swap into a Alolan Marowak. No, they bring in Galarian Stunfisk right here, and this is what is deadly. We also resist the Mud Shots as well. That's what's great. It breaks apart the Galarian Stunfisk and Azumarill cores because we resist those ground and rock type moves. We're going to build up to basically 2 superpowers. I'm going to go ahead and go for this first one right here, and then I'm going to swap into a Alolan Marowak because I'm guessing whatever they have in the back, we can save energy for. So we swap into a Alolan Marowak. We're going to go ahead and they swap out actually into Azumarill, which is great for us. We're just going to go straight Shadow Bones right here. We still have Bastiodon in the back. We have loaded energy on our Chesnaught. So if you guys can manage the energy on Chesnaught effectively, you can do really, really well. So we're going to go for another Shadow Bone right here. This is going to do more neutral damage. Hopefully get that final shield. That's what I'm really looking to get, is the final shield from our opponent. We don't get it right there, which is unfortunate, but the defense did fall. Now, they're going to have to throw their energy right here. If it's Hydro Pump, so be it. They have to throw it to take us out. If not, we're going to be able to get him. It's going to be Hydro Pump. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in, I think I bring in Bastiodon right here. I don't think I can commit to the farm down, so we got to bring in the Bastiodon to start loading up on energy, and they're not going to be able to get to another Hydro Pump in time. Now, you guys got to remember, we still have a superpower on our Chesnaught right here, so we're going to go ahead and let this go. It's Earthquake. That's great. We wasted all the energy. We swap into Chesnaught, and now it's a race, everyone. It's an absolute race. Do we get to the superpower? We have back-to-back superpowers right here. This first one should be getting the shield from our opponent, which we do get the shield, I think. Yeah, we get the shield right there. Then we're going to go for the second one right here, but is this going to be enough damage to take out the Galarian Stunfisk right here? No, I did a great. It's not going to be enough. Oh my goodness. Bastiodon, come on. Can you survive? We get in one smackdown right there. We're going to have the shield. It's going to be Bastiodon versus Galarian Stunfisk right here at the end. We shield another Earthquake. Can we finish off? We finish off with another 1 HP in a dream today. These battles were an absolute blast. All right, moving into the next battle here. Let's see how this one goes. Oh man, Bastiodon hanging on with a hope and a prayer today for us, and Chesnaught just put in absolute work. We have Chesnaught versus Primape on the lead. Decent matchup for us. We resist those Night Slashes, right? But counter really does a lot of damage, and we can't really go for superpowers right away because we're going to take additional damage from the counters if we use the superpower because of our defenses. We're going to go ahead and shield that Night Slash right there and build up to 2 superpowers. What I'm hoping to do right here is basically get 2 shields from the Primeape if we can. And if I do get 2 shields, I'm going to go ahead and swap into AWAC. So we get 1 shield right there, and I am getting another superpower right here, so this should be getting the final shield. Otherwise, I think we'll be able to take out the Primeape. So we do head and throw the next superpower. We get the second shield. We're going to go ahead and go into AWAC right here. They're going to throw the Night Slash. I'm going to go ahead and let this go. It does do super effective damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough to warrant a shield just yet. I'm going to see if I can get to that Shadow Bone in time, but they're going to be able to get to another Night Slash, sadly. So I'm going to have to shield this right here, and hopefully I didn't throw the Shadow Bone. I was spam clicking right there. So let's see. No, we did throw the Shadow Bone. That is unfortunate for us. This is going to do enough damage to take out the Primeape right here. But hopefully whatever they have in the back we can handle. There's an Azumarill right there, so we already know, okay, Chesnaught can handle that. But they're going to be able to farm us down, which means we can't come in with Chesnaught. We're going to have to come in with Bastiodon. Charge move now coming through. We're going to be able to throw the Shadow Bone right here and chip away some health of Azumarill, and the defenses fell, which is really, really nice. Can I get to another one? No, I cannot. That is unfortunate. Now we have to bring in Bastiodon right here. We will go down to 1 Ice Beam, and Chesnaught can potentially close the game, but Bastiodon really can't. So charge move now coming through. They threw it right away, so I'm hoping this is just Ice Beam. It is just an Ice Beam. That is huge for us right there. We're going to look to try to get to a Stone Edge. They decide to swap out into a Vileplume right here. Huge Spice, Shiny Flex as well. So we're going to be able to go for this Flamethrower right here. It's going to be doing super effective damage, but is it going to be enough to take it out? No, it's not enough to take it out. We're going to swap into Chestnut and try to farm down right here, but we can't farm down. We both go down at the same time. That is unfortunate. We're going to bring the Bastiodon back in against Azumarill, and it all comes down to this, everyone. No Hydro Pump. No Hydro Pump. It's not. It's a play rough. Beautiful. Bastiodon's going to be able to close this game for us. I specifically run Azumarill with Hydro Pump for these exact situations. They do get to another charge move right here. It's going to be an Ice Beam. It's not going to be enough to take us out because Bastiodon is an absolute wall. We're going to go ahead and throw Flamethrower right here. It's going to be resisted, I know, but we just wanted to do a little flex and close this game out right there, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played to my opponent. All right, moving into the next battle right here. Let's see how this one goes. We have that Chestnut Lead. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. I definitely want to build some more teams on it. And what I've noticed is if shields are down, it can really go to town. So let's go ahead and see how this one goes. We have Chestnut versus Scrafty. Solid. That's a part dark type Pokemon right there, which means we're going to be doing super effective damage with superpower. They swap right away to Wigglytuff. You guys know what's coming. Fire Blast incoming. Get ready to Kamehameha. We're going to be able to get to that Fire Blast in time. This is going to do a lot of neutral damage here to the Wigglytuff, but will they shield? No, they do not. We land the Fire Blast on the AWAC right here. We're going to have to shield right here from previous experience. I know that's a play rough. We're going to have to shield because Hex cannot farm down Wigglytuff in time. So we're going to go ahead and just farm down now. We have so much loaded energy. I'm guessing I want to try to throw another Fire Blast, but I decided to go for Shadow Bone right here. I'm hoping to get a shield and chunk health from the opponent because they cannot farm me down. We don't get the shield, but we can go for another Shadow Bone right here. So will we see a shield here from the Scrafty? Again, they really can't farm us down too hard because we resist those counters right here. So hopefully we can get to another Shadow Bone. They swap into a Mew. I cannot get the Shadow Bone in time, but that's okay, everyone. Bastiodon is going to be able to come in and absolutely wall this Mew right here. We'll have to see what moveset it does have. So we're going to go ahead and let it go. Charge move now coming through. Is it going to be Wild Charge? No, it's going to be Flame Charge, but that doesn't do too much damage at all right here. We're just going to be able to farm down. We have our Switch Clock back up, so we're going to be able to go for Stone Edge right here, put pressure on them to shield the Mew right here, but they decide not to. They let it go down. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and swap into Chestnut right here because we just need to go for 2 superpowers. Charge move now coming through. We're going to resist Foul Play. We don't have to shield it, and it could be Power Up Punch. Okay, it is just Power Up Punch. That's fine. Now we need to build up to 2 superpowers, and this is where we want to shield the foul play because it could do enough damage. I don't know yet. I haven't done the sim, but we're going to go ahead and shield it. It's just another power-up punch, so hopefully we can get to this next superpower. Yes, we can. Chesnaught now coming through with a superpower back-to-back as well. We loaded up on it. This is going to get 1 shield, and then the second one should be able to take out the Scrafty right there, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played to my opponent, but man, Chesnaught is so much fun to use, everyone, and it's not only solid in Great League, but it's solid in Ultra League and Master League Premier Cup as well. All right, moving into the next battle here. Let's see how this one goes. We have Chesnaught on the lead versus Sir Fetched. All right. Respect to the Sir Fetch right here, but what's great is we have that superpower to do quite a bit of damage. Charge move now coming through. I'm guessing this is just going to be Leaf Blade, which will be resisted. If it was Night Slash, it would be resisted as well. It is resisted, so we're going to go ahead and build up to 2 superpowers. They swap out into Skarmory, so we got to swap into Bastiodon right away right here. This is really, really solid for us. Those swaps into Flyers is what Bastiodon is built for, to absolutely wall. You do not need to give up shields in this situation whatsoever right here. So we're going to go ahead and just commit to the pure farm down right now and look to hit hard-hitting charge moves on the back end, especially if that Sir Fetch comes back in. Flamethrower is going to do a lot of neutral damage to them. So let's see. Charge move now coming through. Going to be another Brave Bird. That's fine. Bastiodon does not care. We're just going to keep farming down all day long. All right, let's see what decides to come in. It's going to be a Galarian Stunfisk right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for Flamethrower. It does super effective damage in the matchup, and we're going to be able to get to another one very easily. We get a shield right there, which is great. We still have a Alolan Marowak. We have Chesnaught with basically 2 superpowers ready to go from that energy. We're getting another Flamethrower off right here. It's going to get the second shield as well. That's huge. We're going to go ahead and go into Chesnaught and go for the back-to-back superpower. This does so much damage to a Galarian Stunfisk, everyone. This is what you've been wanting to see. Boom! That's like 70% of the health. Here comes another one, ready to go, locked and loaded. Superpower going to be able to take out the Galarian Stunfisk, and we have a Alolan Marowak for Sir Fetched in the back, and that is basically going to be a good battle. We still have 2 shields as well. So Alolan Marowak now going to be able to come in. Sir Fetch throwing the charge moves. We're going to go ahead and shield. It could be Night Slash, which it is Night Slash, which is fine. We shielded that, and then we're going to be able to get to this Shadow Bone right here and finish off this battle, and that is going to be a GG. So Chesnaught right there, again, if you guys can manage its energy, oh my goodness, it is so much fun to use. Alolan Marowak as well with Shadow Bone and Fire Blast is an absolute blast. All right, moving into final battle. I'm going to guess final battle right here. Chesnaught versus Skarmory. Really bad matchup right here. We got to swap right away. We're going into the Alolan Marowak. They're not swapping out. They're not swapping out. We're going for the Fire Blast, everyone. We're going to go ahead and let this go. They are not swapping out of this matchup. So hopefully we can get to that Fire Blast in time, and hopefully it lands. Here comes the Fire Blast. We're going to go ahead and go for it right here. This will one-shot a Skarmory if they let it go through. So here comes the Kamehameha Fire Blast, and it lands right there. Get out of here, Skarmory. All right, so let's see what's in the back. It's going to be a Galarian Stunfisk right here, which is really unfortunate because it does really well against Bastiodon, but at least we can align our Chesnaught to it, and they decide to throw energy, which is great. So Rock Slide's going to take us out. Okay, so Chesnaught is now going to come in. We're going to start loading up on energy right here, and we'll have to see what they decide to do. We're not going to shield anything. We're going to be resisting the charge moves right here, Earthquake and Rock Slide. So we're going to go ahead and let this one come through. It's going to be an Earthquake, which is fine, and then we're going to see them swap out now into Machamp, which is really, really unfortunate right here. We're going for Energy Ball. I should have just gone for back-to-back superpowers because we need to get 2 shields right here. Yeah, I should have just gone for back-to-back superpowers right there. But what's tough is we're going to have to bring in a Bastiodon to this Machamp right here. I can't stay in there with Chesnaught, and Bastiodon cannot beat the Galarian Stunfisk in the back. We do have 2 shields. All I need to do is try to get to this Flamethrower right here. Hopefully we can get to it in time. We're going to go ahead and shield right here. It's going to be a Cross Chop. But can we get to another one? No, another charge move coming through. This is really unfortunate. We're going to have to shield this one as well. Hopefully Bastiodon can take out this Machamp right here. Things are not looking good. We're going to go ahead and go for this Flamethrower. And mind you, we still landed the Fire Blast earlier in this battle against Skarmory, which is really awesome, but unfortunate because this Machamp is going to absolutely destroy our backline right here, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played to my opponent, but hey, we landed a Fire Blast, so it counts as a win in our hearts, right? So that is going to be a good battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Chesnaught. Are you guys surprised at how good it is? I was telling you guys beforehand, if it gets this moveset of Vine Whip, Energy Ball, and Superpower, it will be meta. It breaks apart Galarian Stunfisk and Azumarill. It just does so well against the meta. You just got to really watch out for its hardest counters like Skarmory, but you can still hit back with that Superpower. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.